Bible tells us that real faith works. We've been defining faith as belief that results in action. And for a lot of Christians, faith is a really fuzzy word. It's a church word that they don't really know what it means. They know it means something about trusting God, but they really don't understand how it relates to all of their life. But I want to read to you from James chapter 1. Here's what it says. But be doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving yourselves. For if anyone is a hearer of the word and not a doer, he's like a man who looks intently at his natural face in a mirror. For he looks at himself and goes away and at once forgets what he was like. But the one who looks into the perfect law, the law of liberty, and perseveres, being no hearer who forgets, but a doer who acts, he will be blessed in his doing. You see, the Bible tells us that our faith is like looking into a mirror. And if our faith really has actions, then it's going to result in change in our life. And we're not just going to be a person that looks in the mirror and forgets, but we're actually going to be a doer that actually does what God tells us to do. I heard a story about a man that stretched a tightrope across Niagara Falls. And this was supposedly around the early 1900s, and this guy had a big crowd watching, and they were all excited as he went across the tightrope. And he asked, "How many believe I can go across the tightrope?" And they all cheered, and he did. And then he came back and he said, "How many believe that I can push a wheelbarrow across this tightrope?" And they all cheered, and he got on the tightrope and did it again. And then he asked, "How many believe that I can walk across this tightrope with a man in the wheelbarrow?" And everyone cheered. They thought it was a great idea. And then he asked them, "Who's willing to get in the wheelbarrow?" And nobody cheered. You see, that's what faith is like. It's one thing to say you believe in something, but it's another thing for your faith actually to have actions. Well, as you talk to your small group tonight, I hope you'll talk about how it is in your life that faith actually works.